Well, hi everybody. It's Monday, August 9th. Still squeaking. Find a spot here that's you can kind of chill out here. This feels okay. Let's see where I'm at today. Just got back from the post office, dropped off another couple of boxes of books and a bunch of t-shirts. So my retail continues. It's kind of a daily routine, which I'm grateful for. Let's see, I've got sent a track to do. So today I'm going to go ahead and start working out a bass part for this track that was sent to me. And then I've got this session tomorrow. So I'm going to go over the 5 things we're cutting tomorrow and try to suss out things, get a little head start on it. Because it's going to be kind of a handful. She's really a fine artist, and it's going to be, I'll tell you about it after the date or maybe do a little filming at it. Let's see what's going on. Just, the usual crap that everybody faces every day. But I was thinking about music for today and decided to go back in a direction I've been in earlier on, like with Stephen Curtis Chapman and Second Chapter of X and some of the other artists like that I've worked with. I'm going to take these off so I can see what's going on. Back in '75, I worked with a group called the Archers, another one of the, they were at kind of the forefront of contemporary Christian music. And I ended up doing a lot of records with Steve Camp and Twyla Paris and lots of artists in that genre. And so this was one of the early ones, though, from '75. And there's a little bio here that I just pulled up that was interesting. And this is about the album that we did. Hold on, let me get that one right here. Yeah. Things that we deeply feel. It says the Archers had roots firmly planted in the Jesus movement. Tim and Steve Archer grew up as Pentecostal preachers' kids in Southern California. They put a band together, relying on their own soulful vocals as well as the talents of Nancy Short and Billy Masters. In 1975's Things We Deeply Feel included a song called It Wouldn't Be Enough that went to become a monster hit for the group. Little sister Janice joined, and by the late '70s, they had become a photogenic sibling trio with lots of hair, million-dollar smiles, and slick, polished West Coast sound, thanks to some really good material and some of the best session players in the business. I'm not sure if I pulled up that song on here. It wouldn't be enough. I'll see when we get to it. Wouldn't be enough as I write into my copious notes here. The band on this album, it's a great band, a real cast of characters. It's myself on bass, on there's different people on different tracks. Ed Green on drums, who I've talked about before. I did a lot of records with Ed, and at one of those sessions, we discovered that my last piano teacher was Debbie Green, who turned out to be Ed's mom. Back when I was 12 years old. So we got close to being connected then. He was probably in the house when I was in the garage getting my piano lessons. And the other drummer was, of course, the great Hal Blaine. There are 3 different guitar players playing in ensemble or individually on the record. I don't remember what the lineup per track was, but Jay Graydon, the great Jay Graydon, Ben Benet, and Dan Ferguson. Dan did most of the early TV shows I did with Mike Post, like Hill Street Blues and Magnum PI and all those shows. He was Rockford Files. He was like the guy in the seat there that really took care of most of that. The great Red Rhodes, one of the great steel players of all time, true character. He was on steel. David Paich from Toto was on keyboards. Clark Gassman was on synth and did string arranging. Harlan Hensky played fiddle, and then and then I've already said who the people in the group are. But it was always interesting doing these projects because it was a style of music that was starting to come onto its own at that point. But And it was like when I worked with the second chapter of Acts, we did that with Buck Herring. It was the family, and Buck was producing and engineering them, and Buck was also who engineered I Am Woman and lots of different projects, Casey Kelly, and a lot of different things we did at his studio, Sun West. So it's really, I refound this music, so I thought it would be fun just to share this stuff. I'm trying to show diversity in my musical journey, and this is just another branch on the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and play a couple things here for you. Actually, let me pull up and see if I can get that one here that it mentions. Let's see. Archers. It wouldn't be enough. Well, lo and behold, here it lies. Okay, this is the one that they said was like the one that really put them over the top, and this was a huge hit for them. So let's see what we did. Probably a commercial to start.
Today's June 1st. Please say your name and spell it. I'm God,
Of course.
G-O-D. I'm doing this interview and it's getting kind of weird. If I send you...
No.
If I had all the riches this world has to give, all the comfort that it brings, never needing anything, I could search the whole earth over, far and wide, trying to buy this precious love that was sent from God above.
Wouldn't be enough. No, it wouldn't be enough to buy one splinter of the tree that Jesus died on. And I couldn't pay the price for one single drop of blood that was shed for my salvation.
All the riches this world has to give, and I gave it all away, every penny to my name, to some beggar on life's dark and lonely street. All this kindness found in me could not win eternity. And it wouldn't be enough. No, it wouldn't be enough to buy one splinter of the tree that Jesus died on. No, I couldn't pay the price for one single drop of blood that was shed for my salvation.
Sounds like a hell
Nothing
film.
I could do, no, there's nothing I could say. I couldn't give enough, oh, no, nothing could replace. Oh, it wouldn't be enough.
opening line on that, it feels like a Paul Williams melody to me. And then there's in the middle of that, I suddenly was getting visions of the Oak Ridge Boys. So it's interesting. There's so many different kind of fusions of style and vocal arrangements. Here's a song called "If You Can't Believe in Love, Then You Don't Believe in Anything at All." Okay, words to live by right there. Here we go.
If you can't believe in love, you can't believe in anything. If you don't believe in love, your lonely soul will never sing. Sunshine will evade your heart, roll along before we start. If you can't believe in love, you don't believe in anything at all. Love can do no good until you give it away. Only when it's free can it pay. It can be an open door, without it there's a wall. If you can't believe in love, then you don't believe in anything at all. Love can be a dream, or it can be reality. We can make it happen, you and me. We can make it happen. Such a love flowing and now be open to its call. If you can't believe in love, you can't believe in anything at all. If you can't believe in love, you can't believe in anything. If you don't believe in love, your lonely soul will never sing. Sunshine will evade your heart, we'll roll along before we start. If you can't believe in love, you don't believe in anything at all. You and me, you gotta believe, you gotta believe. You and me, you gotta believe in love. In love, you gotta believe, you gotta believe in love. In love, you gotta believe, you gotta believe. If you can't believe in love, you don't believe in anything at
It's a real interesting journey that this family has gone on in the music business. Again, this would have really taken some serious time to document everything that led them down their path musically. So if you're at all curious about them, just pull up Wikipedia or Google the Archers, and there's lots of information about different personnel changes and the different places they lived and how things developed with labels and meeting people like Andre Crouch early on, who became a big supporter of theirs. And so it's really interesting. And then I always look at like the players on the things. People they always think it's like these guys they do country music or they do this and that. I'm looking at there's Ben Benet on here, and I think I did like the Pointer Sisters with Ben, and maybe Leo Sayer and Red Rhodes. We did all kinds of things, and certainly David Paich I've done lots and lots of things with, from Toto on, and Jay Graydon and Hal and Ed Green. So I mean, this is really the sign of working musicians. You get called for things, and the next day we might have been doing a TV show together or an Alice Cooper album. The next day, I mean, it's a working player. This is you just take on the guise of anything that you get called for. And I used to work with. There's a producer now, one of the most successful producers in contemporary Christian music, Brown Bannister. And I used to do a lot of records for Brown when he was out here in L.A. We were doing Debbie Boone. But then when he was moved back to Nashville, I was going back and doing lots and lots of projects with him. And that was pretty much what he focused on. I don't think I ever did a country project with Brown. His place in the contemporary Christian music scene was pretty well established, and that was who I was in with, doing Stephen Curtis Chapman and artists like that. So that's that. Here's another song called "It's Love to Me." This is again from Things We Deeply Feel from 1975.
Since I found the warmth the Holy Spirit gives, I've come to understand the meaning of His love, His wonderful love to me, the way it guides me, His hands provide me with everything I need. His love to me, His love to me. When problems arise and in every good time, sweet communion we share, He's at my side.
In all the temptation, in every situation, the warmth of His love abides in me.
His love to me,
Ooh, it's sweet love.
His love to me. And in my rejections, people don't understand. I rest in this love that's living in me.
By faith in His Spirit, I'm given freedom to cherish my loneliest enemy.
His love to me, His love to me. Since I found the warmth the Holy Spirit gives, though I understand the meaning of His love, His wonderful love to me, the way He guides me, His hands they provide me with everything I need. His love to me, oh yes it is. His love to me, sweet love. His love to me, sweet love of Jesus. His love to me, sweet love of Jesus. And His love to me.
Wow, 3 mods. Wow. Let me see what we got here. I might just. Here's one. I'll just do one more. I was gonna add another one. I added that one at the beginning, but this one's. See this one called "Brand New Day."
Remembering that my life wasn't always this way. I saw your sun shine and I missed him
so many days. One day all that changed. Now I know my life will stay full of your love, Lord. It's a brand new day. I had no future planned. I had nothing to call my own. My heart was leading me to much sorrow, and I had no home. Now that all that's really changed, oh, I know my life will stay full of your love, Lord. It's a brand new day. Brand new day. Brand new day. I see the sun shining and I love him. He's my brand new day. Brand new day. A time to love and a time to pray about things that are changing. It's a brand new darkness has blown away, and I think I see a brand new day. Darkness has blown away, and I think I see a darkness has blown away, and I think I see a oh Lord, it's a brand new day, and I thank you. Brand new day, brand new day. I see the sun shining and I love him. He's my brand new day. Brand new day. A time to love and a time to pray about things that are changing. Things that are changing. Things that are changing. Things that are changing.
Something else always real appealing to me too about families that sing together. I mean, it could suck really big, but there's also a real interesting thing when they get together. I mean, it's like being around the Taylor family in the day when you'd have James and Alex and Kate and Liv and Huey when they'd all be singing together. There's just that thing that happens there. The gene pool gets deep on that. So those are the Archers. That was just another little adventure back in the 70s with great musicians, great artists. Really enjoyed it. Let's see. So I guess I am going to get to work now. I've got a scribbled out chord sheet sitting here. Let's see. This is what I'm kind of real simple, just building song off of this chart, and had to write in and talk to the artist to get a couple of things that were a little elusive, and got those sorted out. So I'm going to take a stab at this. Wednesday's the live stream. Don't forget, if anybody's interested in signing up for that, on each of these videos, at least on my laptop, there's links to both the website, which is lelandsklar'sbeard.com, where my book and the beard t-shirts and my artwork are all available. But then there's another link to Flat 5, where you can sign up for to join the clubhouse, which then you can come into the live stream and meet a bunch of great people. And it doesn't mean you have to be a musician to join in. I mean, we talk about everything from just personal lives to who's got the best pizza to movies, you name it. It's just a great couple-hour hang. So I'll throw that out at you, but go ahead and check the links on all of these videos, and you can see if there's something that tickles your fancy. Let's see, and yesterday I got to I did a fun cameo. I've really been enjoying doing cameos. So lots going on, but I'm going to get to work now and try to make some decent bass parts for this track and send those off, and then work on the songs for tomorrow. And that's it. So at this point, I am going to just say thank you, like I do every day, to all of you people working in the front lines, which we would have thought would have been backline by now, but they are still roaring. And my heart really goes out, especially to hospital workers. They have been pushed to the max during this year and a half, and with things getting worse again, when I see them being interviewed, this is really, they've been beaten hard during this period, and they're still working daily trying to save lives. So, man, they are the heroes of this period to me. There's nothing I can say that isn't gratitude enough for all the work and challenges that they face every day. So thank you so much. And I'll see everybody then tomorrow. And we'll see what direction we head tomorrow. You never know. Okay. Take good care. I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.